Going to be starting here in just a second. Hey, I'm actually going to start by doing a little bit of stream setup. Um, Trying to get everything really back up and running since I haven't been streaming in a while. All my configurations are kind of lost and broken, and just need a general refreshing. So one of the things I'm going to do right now is um, just kind of reconnect my loop deck so that I don't have to keep using OBS to switch scenes and all that fun stuff. Maybe. No architecture right now. Let's see if we can get this going. OBS manual. CNC stream. Now, the way I've had this set up before, so I did a live stream for the Pinewood Derby, and I had a set up specifically for that. I wonder why it's not showing up here. Profile, CAT stream. Let's see if I can find Pinewood Derby stream. There it is. Okay, so it looked a little bit like this. Okay, now I'm remembering how this was working, and I think this will work a little bit. Let's go, and let's just see if we can find some deck setup suggestions. I'm going to turn my fan on real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Started. Need some help. Live tips. Um, Deck layout suggestions. I don't need to know how to set it up. I'm just looking for layout options, suggestions. Wondering. Let's do this. Let's. Oh boy. In the Derby stream, can I duplicate? Let's duplicate that. And let's rename this OBS CAT's name. That. Do I need the clock? Instead, see, we don't need that. Streamlabs, I don't want that. Twitch, system. Okay, yeah, intro graphic going to be, let's do starting soon. It's going to be, save that. And then I've got face, the face icon. So I can do this. Back to that. And then we're going to call this in production. That's the one I'm currently on. So if I do that, there we go. All this, big face is fine. This starting soon is fine. Let's call this main. Let's just call that main. Be right back. That. There we go. What is this? Toggle recording. Recording. Toggle streaming. Toggle streaming on and off. CPU load, frames per second. Oh, and the stream time. That's good. Keep that. Transition, so I don't really need transition. Desktop audio works. Turn that up. General audio, I can turn my mic up or down. Good. So I can. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, really interesting. All right. Mic 2. I don't have a mic 2. Maybe I should. All right. So I don't think I need that. Man, I'll tell you what. OBS manual. Studio profiles. Cancel. Oh, every time I come back over to here, it switches the profile, and that's because I think dynamic is on. Yeah, when I'm streaming, I don't think I need dynamic on. We got be right back, and we've got outro. Outro. Oh, unassigned, unassigned, unassigned. And if I do that, yep, that meets that. What does this do? Lane 1 winner, 2 winner, 3 winner, 4 winner. Okay. Yeah, I don't need any of this right now. All right. What I do want is the ability to pause playback and navigate tracks, maybe? That actually paused. What if we did this? Spotify volume. Oops. That works. That's really all I need. I think that's fine for now. All right. Just making sure. Here we go. Starting. Face. In production. Be right back. You know, I think that's it. That makes me feel a little bit better. Let's export this. All right. Makes me feel a little bit better. Maybe we can do a little bit of work now. What do you think? Leave. What I'm doing right now is redlining. Oh, I want to step away for 1 minute. Let's see if I can find my stylus. All right. Can't seem to find it. So, we'll be dealing with that at some point, I guess. That worked pretty well. All right, so looking at this project, what are some of the things that I need to go and make sure that we do? Faults. Electric at kitchen. So this needs to go to a permit set. The only thing I don't like about this digitizer is the buttons are right where I grip the pen, no matter where I turn it. I've got a finger right where the buttons are. Permit. I'm trying to decide what I need to do to get the handwriting a little bit better too. Permit sets. Maybe there's an option here in Bluebeam. All right. So we really need site plan and survey, but I don't know that we're actually going to have that available. I hate using this digitizer. Okay. I wonder if I can set this up. What? Fantastic. Where was it?
It was underneath your orange bag over there next to the piano. So, your old orange bag. I don't know if it was
Oh, the brown bag.
brown bag.
Okay, yeah.
Orange brown
Goldish brown bag. Yay.
Yeah. So I don't know if it got knocked off and rolled over there or what, but there you go.
Thank you so much. Don't save. Let's turn on remote desktop. Why? Hoorah! Enclose this. Enclose that. And let's go here. Here. Oh, this is going to be so much easier. Pull this over in front of me so I'm not leaning all the way out over there. Save as. Go to the Folks project. Oh, this is going to be for construction documents. Yes. Oh, crap. I think I'd done jacked up. Okay, just kidding. Use that one. Come on, OneDrive. Work with me here. Exactly are you looking for changes? I saved a file. How long should I have to wait for it to be available on other devices? Come on now. Preparing to upload. All right. Now, my files are not synced. Please sync them. There definitely needs to be a sync now button on OneDrive. There we go. So it's going to be so much easier with Surface. Site info, drainage info. Edition. Oh, such a better experience. This is, we don't need all this. We need to figure out a way to tell the story what's being demoed and what is need being worked on here. Plan. Demolition plan. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, oven, stove. I think this is what we're going to do. Everything that's going to be demolished, I want to make pink. And we're going to say that pink equals demo. Make new view. Make new view. Right? So what else needs to be demoed? That's being demolished. We need to show the existing tub and the existing counter being demoed. What about in here? Are we doing a new tub? We are doing a new tub in here. Really good place for that. I don't think there's anything else that's being demolished in there. Existing stove. Existing, wow. Refrigerator. So new fixtures and appliances. Ooh. New. Okay, so that means this needs to be stove. New oven, new fixtures and appliances. Verify and replace dishwasher with ice maker. Okay, so we do need this feels like it gets fatter right here. It's kind of weird. Huh. Guess that's all I had. We need schedule for new. Windows schedule for new. Got that dimension pretty good. We need dimensions in the enlarged plan. Data. This will be a room schedule where we can put description work to be done. Finishes. What else? What project am I working on today? I'm working on, this is actually a pretty interesting project. This is the Fulps house. We are doing a addition, but also just kind of documenting the renovation work that's going on. It's a pretty interesting project because there's a lot that's already done. Interesting. Okay. I'm not sure why it's like that. So this project, also, how are you doing? Hi, Kai. Glad to see you back on the stream. So the existing house is actually like this big lodge, and it was built onto an older house, and this is the older house. So basically what happened is when the owner built this lodge on, they basically moved everything into that and started working on this new portion of the house. So there's a lot in this portion of the house that is unfinished, ripped down to studs and things like that. Not studs, but to finish. And like you can see the bare concrete is there. And it's kind of become a storage place. But the problem is they have family that comes over and they visit, and they feel bad because they stick them in this part of the house and it's like unfinished and whatnot. So we're going through and updating everything, new cabinets, new countertop, new appliances, similar layout, but then we're going to go and refresh paint, put new siding up or trim around the windows, wainscot, doors where there's not any, so this will have a new door on it, things like that. I should probably check to see if they're doing maybe a bifold instead of a double door there. So like there's not a door here, but clearly they want a door on the bedroom. So we're documenting that stuff so that the contractor knows the scope of work to be done. Like redoing like paint, they're going to paint some of this rock and stone and stuff like that. The guy who lives here did all the live edge on all the trim that you'll see. And I'm pretty sure he grabbed this rock out of his yard and built this himself. So let's see here, like adding doors there, probably repainting this room, updating the stuff like that. Yeah, working from home, so am I. This bedroom becomes closed off, so there's a hallway there between the bedroom and the bathroom now. Getting rid of the tub, kind of updating this bath here. Getting rid of that tray in the ceiling. So, and then this is the new portion of the house. So the guy who lives here, he carved all this live edge, planed and carved all this live edge trim himself. Like this table here, he did all that himself. And then that's the lodge portion of the house. He's a big hunter, if you couldn't tell. So that's basically what we're doing. We're also doing a little add-on right here. We're expanding the laundry room, making it a little bit bigger, nicer to use. So yeah, that's what we're working on. You can see here we've got a post-tension slab that we're dealing with, so we're going to have to butt up against that without breaking any of these tendons. So that's going to be fun. Stepped in dog poop while I was working on this house. It was not fun. It was also about 20 degrees outside. And there might have even still been snow on the ground when we came out here to do this. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're working on today. Appreciate you stopping by and checking it out while you work from home. So, and I completely understand. You got to get your work done. I'm going through and documenting and redlining this so that I can hand it off to somebody to get some work done. New stair to match, new deck at bathroom door. To match existing deck. Finish and height. That one work. I feel like I was told to do something here, but I can't remember what it is. But I think what we're going to do is no glass, full height, partition. I feel like that might be the only thing that we're doing. We need to verify. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to do with this one. It's going to be similar tech, newest addition to home. Verify. All windows, opening, sills, including pointy walls, to be finished with live edge cedar. All flooring and scope to be new, except in art studio unless specified by owner. Floor, existing wood floor. 9-foot ceiling, 9-foot ceiling. Remove tray, add closet. Closet doors. Good afternoon, Mike. Finding a way to wanted to check to see if you were planning on hanging bifold doors or double swing doors to the closets to the bedrooms in the space being renovated. No, when you can. Thanks. Let's do this. Up the view. Fine. Finish it. Roof. Need to show this. This is going to go like that. Oh, so slow. It's the same thing. Is the ceiling higher in this space? It's not. So I don't really understand the relationship between these two spaces and structure. Because look, this comes down, and then this ceiling seems to be lower than this ceiling. But if you look at the exterior photos, so maybe this is a ceiling, but what is this? Did they use a truss and they built it wrong? Golly. I think it's called T11. T11 board. Bag. I have to put a note in here to match that existing. And then I don't know what's going on with this, but we need to show. We need to show that post and that pillar just the same way it is. Here. You can read that, right? So I'm curious, Haikai, what are you working on? Looking for the mouse? Is it a new one, or you just? Oh, you okay? Oh, from chiropractor. Yeah.
Looking to see if.
I think that was a rare sighting. I don't think that's something that you're going to see very often.
Yeah. So either. That's principle.
Hi, puppy.
That's not your spot.
Say, but you're looking out the window. I need to build you an elevated chair up here to sit on and look out the window. Huh?
Squirrels. This morning we saw a mouse.
There's a mouse out by the fence.
Yeah.
And it was big enough to see from here.
It was big. It looked more like a rat than a mouse.
The sprinkler never got put away either.
Uh-oh. Ow, well,
Maybe you guys can work on that.
you?
Okay, let's see here. We got some trim up here. What? Daddy said what? Oh, to the front. We just need to get the hose out of the grass, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She can if she wants. She's got her harness on. Just hook her up. Just hook her up. Oh. Kids. Teenagers. Working on a project where the client is upgrading the restrooms to this office building. Awesome. I'm going to figure out, is that trim? That's not trim. I thought that was trim across the top, but that's actually just the seam in the T11 board. Wow, that's really unfortunate. Did I not get pictures all the way around? There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. Okay, so there is a piece of trim board right there. And then there's... Is that a piece of trim? It's like it's caulking. Also, I feel like our roof slope might not be quite right. Maybe it is? It's kind of hard to tell. You, I don't think we need to show that. I, I do think we need to show just this. Well, we do need to show the gable boxes that are here. Gable boxes. And then there is a. Oh, goodness. Actually, more like this. Yeah, put away. Thank you. Okay. Is this a new window? Yeah, that one's not. That one is not a new window either. I can't recall if you wanted to replace that window or not. I'm going to replace it for him. I need to get people the font that they need in order to print stuff correctly. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Let's do this. Let's get a 3D view. What does that look like? That's what it should look like right there. I'm just going to delete all of this. I wonder if, do I have PureRef on here? I do not. Let's get PureRef on here. I think that would be kind of helpful right now. Let's see here. Let's see here. I don't necessarily need to associate it with anything. All right. Frustrating. Let's see. Apparently, I'm not allowed to see what these images are, so let's see which one I need. That is 17465. 17465. 17 174 65 6465 1494. Go. Now what I want to do, if I can, let's make this transparent. Mode. Overlay. Bar. Yes. Well, shoot. Just kidding. Okay. So it said that I would be able to change the settings via the taskbar. Meet now on Clark. Yeah, we can do that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use my camera. Can't use my camera. Okay. So I got to figure out how am I supposed to. Yeah, there's nothing in it. It's on top. Window canvas. Images window mode. Close that. Ah, here we go. Let's do transparency. Hey, what's up, Jerry?
Hey.
I won't be able to turn my camera on, but I can share my screen here in just a minute. Let me
Okay.
and I can do a set of red lines if it helps also. But first, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Let's see here, Clark Residence pre-design meeting notes. I guess I can actually do this while I'm working on this. Let me give me just a second here. You're watching my stream. You're watching in my stream me talking to you.
I'm getting a really weird iPhone.
From when you talk or when I talk?
When you talk.
It might be. Do you have my stream going on YouTube?
No.
No.
Okay.
But it's only when I talk?
I just heard it. Huh. Well, it's okay.
Anyway, I'm going to open this. First, I'm going to close that so I can actually tell what I'm doing.
How did the meeting go?
It went better than I expected.
Really good.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to transparent to mouse. There we go. Close. Cancel. I can fix that later. All right. Clark. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. I will also, so I'm going to redline this set while we're going, but I'm also going to scan in my meeting notes.
Okay.
And that way we can have a more full set. So the next step for this is going to be a full DD set with just one unified design option. So no more options that we're presenting or anything like that. Clark Residence pre-design. We're going to call this red lines.
Sounds to me like they made a decision.
Yeah, they've made a few good decisions that at least will get us moving in the right direction. So they liked the big arch. They said, stick with it. It's good. We want to keep it. So good job. That's a thumb. That's a thumbs up.
Thank you.
On that. So we want to develop full DD set. They did not like the separated building idea, so we're not even touching that. They decided that the pool house is going to be the view from the house, and if they want to view the fountain and the pond and the pasture, they can go into the pool house to view it.
Yeah.
So the first thing is the garage is going, so that simplifies things quite a bit on setting it up in the layout.
Wow. What drove that decision? That sounded like it was really important to them.
Price, and they decided that if they want a storm shelter, they can put it in the existing garage. and the flexibility of kind of moving the pool house wherever they need it. So remove garage. The other thing, and I'm drawing on this tiny site plan because this is the site specific stuff.
Okay.
Real quick, just to get it. Actually, no, I'll just stay here. So the other thing that we're going to do is we are going to connect. There is an existing door right here. You know, I guess I'm talking to you like you're going to work on it, assuming that you want to continue working on it. That's up to you, I guess. Existing kitchen door. But at least, I guess if you don't want to work on it, at least you know how it turned out. So we need to add, there's a window there now for some reason, and it needs to be a door. So I might need you to, if you work on this, go into the existing model and make that a door. I just want to make sure that I have it. Yeah. So for some reason on our model, this is a window and it needs to be a door. And it's a little interesting because you see it's got this little cover right here. And then it goes out to the outdoor kitchen. She doesn't want to have to go through the outdoor kitchen to get to her house. So we're going to add something here that connects the two buildings. New cover, yum. Now I want some Red Robin.
Not one in our town. Well, close by, I don't think.
You know, it's one of those things where I really love going, but the experience, for some reason, every time we go, it's like it never becomes the next thing that I want. Like I don't crave it again. And I don't know if it's a service thing or a quality thing. The price is never really that bad, and we always enjoy the food. I don't know what it is. So, okay.
What's something different each time you go?
I do not. No. They have a teriyaki burger, and it's the only place in town that I can get a teriyaki burger. So that is the only thing that I get when I go there.
I've been making a point recently to, whenever I go out to eat, I always try something different.
That's definitely not a bad thing to do, that's for sure. I think it's a good mentality to have, but when you get my age, you go to a certain restaurant for a certain thing. Okay. Not going to worry about those sheets. Okay, so that's really it for the site stuff. I told them that we might need to move the house one way or the other. We're not sure yet. They're going to get somebody out to survey the septic system to determine if we can put this new pool house on the septic system or if they're going to need to make an extension to the septic system, how much of this they're going to move, how much it's going to cost to move it, stuff like that. Because right now, all of this right here sits on the existing septic system. All that stuff that I just traced right there. So they're going to have to move the septic system in that area in order to put the house there. Let's see here. Okay. For the layout, we want to do a couple things. One is they don't care about the big opening door. So once again, another project where I don't get to use the glass expanse doors. I'm eventually going to make a sale on that, but not now. They're going to do French doors with windows instead. And we're going to do that on both sides.
I'm assuming that the glass expanse doors are pretty pricey and it doesn't really matter if I'm light manufactured. Like it's still like a larger cost.
Yeah, we'd probably spend maybe a third more of the price on that glass expanse than we will on the French doors and the windows that we're putting in. A third more. So, you know, if these windows and doors are $4,000, then it'd probably be like $6,000 for the glass expanse. Yeah. So French doors and windows here. And then we're going to put a...
What we want.
What's that?
I said, why get 2/3 of what you really want?
Right, exactly. Well, she doesn't care about leaving the door open, right? So, and it's a good point for the way that she does things. But she said, you know, if we're having a party, why would I want to leave that door open when I'm heating and cooling this space? You know, I didn't. The way that she said it told me that it would be a losing argument if I said, well, you can turn your air conditioning off, and, you know, turn the fans on and then recondition it after you close the door. So we're just going to do French doors. They'll open it when they want to go in. I have a feeling that it's going to even go from a French door to a center swing door because Mike Fournier, the contractor that's working with us on this, he hates French doors. And anytime a customer wants a double door or French door, he tries to talk them out of it. So these will be 6080 double doors, 6080s with maybe some let's see, 612. Let's try 3080 windows on each side.
Are they glass expanse doors like? I mean, are they trending right now in like your area, or is that just
no?
It's kind of specific.
I just like the product. Yeah, I think it's a good product. I've never seen one built here. I just think it's a good product. Okay, so we're going to remove this door and add wall in. This is going to be a 3080 door. That door stays. We're going to do a Murphy door here, which is the pantry, the hidden pantry doors. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I just put some of those in.
In your house?
No, not in my house.
Oh, in a house that you're working on.
Yes. Just issued drawings today.
Nice. Congrats.
Thanks.
Okay, garage goes away. No garage. All right. So that's all the simple stuff. We need to develop the utility room a bit, just kind of make it a little bit more fleshed out. And this I put this in here, but it's kind of a puny mechanical space. Honestly, if this is built properly, we might not even need a mechanical space, but we might need access to the attic. So what might be able to happen here is something like we do something like this, and then this dog wash can actually come back here. That's a really big dog wash, but you get the idea. The dog wash can come back here. To flush up with that, and that gives us better access to the kennels. Let's turn that one around the other way. And then what we can do is put a door like here with a ladder that goes up into the attic for mechanical access. What do you think about that?
I like it.
Let's give it a shot and see what happens. All right, so here's the big changes. She wants to make the walk-in closet of the master's bedroom bigger. And she wants to make bedroom 2 and the closet smaller. We want the owner's bedroom to have its own bath, double vanities and all that fun stuff. Double vanities, toilet, shower. So that can go, back here, or maybe somewhere here, so that we still have the view out to the pasture from the bedroom. But the idea is that we need the owner's bedroom to have its own bath. So it needs to be a suite.
Here.
With bath. And then there's going to be she kept calling it a half bath, but I don't know that she understood what that terminology meant from the aspect of what we're doing. But we want a single vanity, toilet and shower, bath for the other bedroom and the living space. So
a standard bath, not is it a standalone shower or is it a shower and tub?
Nope, just a shower.
Is a shower.
Just a 42 by 42 shower. And she'll probably put a 36 by 36 shower in there if she can. And then the one in the owner's bath will be a larger shower.
Mm-hmm.
This meeting was a lot quicker because the husband was not around. And I'm not saying that he was making the meeting slow. It was just there was nothing to argue. Okay, so what I think I want to do with the closets here is I want to take over this entire closet. Oh, come on. And then we're gonna make this bedroom bigger, and we're just gonna add a 2 foot deep either bifold or double door closet with a shelf.
Mm-hmm.
She said it just needs to be big enough for somebody to hang their jackets and stuff. It might even be able to be smaller than that.
Okay.
And then in terms of, what happens with the rest of this back here for the bath and bedroom, we talked about leaving this door that goes out to the pool in, and for now we're going to keep that in there.
Is there any reason why we can't, to keep the view out to the pasture, why the bathroom cannot be behind the bed wall that you have?
Behind? Like here?
Yes.
Nope, no reason at all. I just hadn't gotten around to really putting that much thought into it. Yeah, you can definitely do that. And in fact, if it makes sense to move the closet and the bathroom on that side, that would work as well. The only thing that we want to be mindful of is that this is the current master bedroom, the husband's master bedroom, and I have a feeling the more we encroach into that view, the less happy he's going to be about it.
Understood.
So that's the only thing that we need to be mindful about for that.
We're looking at plan north right now. Like, is the orientation north
This,
in the site plan?
the site plan is true north. This is true north.
Okay.
I'm making this project north because the entry faces down on here. So on this plan, north is facing this way.
Well, I was thinking about like if the pool area is actually going to be in like too much shadow or
Yep, it will be. Yeah, we had that discussion. So, but it is what it is.
well, that's pretty straightforward.
Bigger closet. I'll scan the notes in and I'll put in ClickUp where those are and where these notes are. And let's see here. The other thing that we had talked about is how this might move on the site a little bit. If we don't have a garage, then we were talking about maybe this gets moved down and rotated a little bit so that the alignment of the doors make a little bit more sense. I think that they've kind of abandoned the idea of really being able to see the pasture and the pond from the main house. So if we go off axis from that point right there, I don't think it's going to be a huge loss. But the main thing that we want to try to do is make sure that this path from the kitchen to kitchen is what I told her our new slogan is. So this door to the new kitchen needs to somehow have a pretty direct path to the existing kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to spell. Okay.
Do the buildings feel like they're too close together?
Yes, 100% they do, but it didn't seem to bother her. I was completely and totally shocked by that outcome of the meeting. I think her goal is to make this building look nice enough to where they don't mind it being that close. But she was
pretty cohesive.
she really liked the look of the building the way it is right now. So I think we're onto something there. We should probably develop this window, give it a frame, and if we have to do that thing that arched windows do. Let's see. There wasn't anything. We didn't really talk about anything for the elevations. They were pretty happy with the way that the elevation looked.
I think the mullions can be vertical in the window, can it not?
Yeah, they can. So about just making just some vertical mullions. Hey, hold on just a second for me, Jerry. Okie dokie. Are you there?
Yes.
All right. So here's the thing about this style of the window is we're going to, on the windows that we're putting in, that is one thing that I did talk to them about. We're going to add arches to match the existing language of the house, or the language of the existing house. So that might be something where, like, some of these windows get a little lower, you know, or you get like a half here and then an arch and then a half over there on that big picture window in the bedroom. But we want to start making it look a little bit more like the language of the existing house. Yoinks! That goes away. That goes away. These are going to be doors. And then this is going to be... She actually wants that to be full height. And I don't know... I mean, we don't put arches on the side, so I'm not really sure what the best method for that becomes in terms of really getting that style to work. So if you think of something, just give it a shot and we'll see what works there. Did I tell you I think I made Jerome mad at me?
Uh-oh.
We got to talking. I was asking him some business questions, and he asked what I was doing, like who I was working with, and I told him that I was working for myself, and he kind of just stopped talking to me, like in mid conversation. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he got busy and we just didn't finish the discussion or what.
I think he's talking to him all the time.
Yeah, he's staying pretty busy. I think I would like to try to reposition these posts to be at least out of the middle of the doors. They might be something like on each side after we get the windows in. But the spacing, I think, should be outside of the doors there. Move posts to outside doors.
I would like to learn how to write a script for that, where you can, like, if you want your windows to be centered in your posts and you're trying to figure out how to keep a decent size spacing so your beams don't get too deep, if you can write a script so that way if the exterior walls move or windows move, it automatically updates and recenters the post so you don't have to keep reworking to figure out all that move.
That'd be nice, I guess.
Well, I do that fairly often, like with porch columns and things like that. So it's one idea I have is doing it in Dynamo.
I'm sure there's a way to do it. All right. Any questions?
No, this is pretty straightforward.
Do you want to take a run at this, or did you just want to stay updated with the project?
I'll take a run at it.
Okay. They're out of town next week. They're not expecting something back until after I get back.
Okay.
So you can, if you want, you can either just update the model and the design, and then we can update the DD set ourselves, or you can take it to a full DD set and you can look at some of the previous projects for what a full DD set looks like if you want. The Owens house would be a good one for what a full DD set looks like. DD being design discovery, not design development.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're still not out of design discovery.
Unfortunately not, no.
So design discovery is more like an SD package, like
Yeah.
typically is what. Okay.
Yeah. I'll just bring Owens up real quick and you can see Owens edition Pool House 725. Oh wait. I hope this is a good looking one. My dad did this one. I guess I'm reviewing the one that my dad did. Okay. So typically we'll have a vicinity map and the code information, but that's already taken care of on the Clark project. Let's see here. Project information, plans, elevations, perspectives, and electrical layout. That's pretty much it. Maybe some schematic level sections so that we can just start telling the contractors what the structure is going to look like. So project information is a site plan. We don't have a survey for this project, but we do have. I do have the property lines that I have right now are accurate. I just don't have them accurate to the location of the building. So I don't know if my setbacks are correct. So those are based on Google Maps. So the site plan is good. We just need to do things like label the boundaries and call out what the setbacks should be, which I've got the setbacks on the cover page by code, what they should be. So 25 on the front, 10.5 sides, and rear is 40 feet. Where I don't think we're going to have an issue with that with the size of this lot. I don't think we're going to have an issue with that, but we should at least show them. And then a roof plan would be nice. Area plan is definitely, we need to be sure we update the area plan.
You know, I have a quick question.
Yep.
On site plan, since we are residential, the fire separation distance doesn't actually qualify as a setback, does it?
Well, for residential, there is a fire separation distance. I'm not too worried about it because we're far enough away to where even if they do require a rating, it's just a matter of making the walls that are on that side of the house rated. So just a slightly different construction type. So we actually, for residential, you can put a building right next to each other, but you just have to rate the walls. So there's not something that says that you can't put it next to each other. And then the openings would have to be rated too. So we'll start looking at that as we get closer to time for permit.
I remember studying for the test, the fire separation distance was something about just in general of having multiple buildings on one site, and then
Yep.
You're correct about rating the walls and the windows. How much distance determines, the level of the rating.
Yeah. If you want to, so I'm going to have to look at that eventually. If you want to look that up and just write a note, just so that we can show that would be great.
Are you on 18 or 21?
I'm using 2018 for my standards right now. But the city of Tulsa is on 2015 still.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Okay, so design discovery set, floor plan with just basic construction dimensions. So full length and width dimensions, and then basic room dimensions. Let's see. We don't have to have enlarged kitchen plans, but we will eventually for the DD set. For the DD set, we don't need it, but we will eventually need it for the full set. Elevations
Great.
are just things are tagged. Oh, and door and window schedule for on the floor plan as well. So door and window schedule. Everything's new construction on this one, so doesn't matter too much.
Do you put a door and window legend, or do you just have a schedule?
I just use a schedule. I don't do the legends. I've never been told that that's missing, so I'm not going to put the time in to do it.
Okay.
I like having them in there, but the only thing that I do wish that I did that I don't currently do is a hardware schedule in my in mine. So like passage set versus a privacy set versus a security set, kind of deal. I might start implementing that, but not now. Calling out basic materials. For Clark, it's green metal roof, brick to match existing brick, stucco. It's probably going to be a foam stucco water table profile, even though they don't like stucco. This wasn't intended to be a section, but just a basic section to show what the basic assembly is going to be like would be good.
Okay.
And then I believe, a couple perspectives, get some hero shots. And then, whoa. It's supposed to have electrical. This one doesn't have electrical. Electrical layout. And that's a DD set.
So the 12th is when you're looking for this before?
Yeah, I'm going to be back on the 11th, and the 12th is when I'm going to start reviewing stuff. So, yeah.
All right. I have all my notes and obviously those red lines, so I think I'm all set.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks. See ya.
Talk to you later. All right. All right, that was a productive meeting. Shoot, did I save that? Oh, let's see here. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's look and see. Phelps, Clark. Meeting notes. Piece of crap. Projects 2022. Clark. Redesign. Red lines. Whew. All right, so that's Clark, as in the bar. What am I looking for? That's right. I was playing music. And are we in Clark? We're not in Clark. Clark. New task. Set update. Acceptance criteria. List. So this is going to have to be site plan information, roof plan, updated area plan. All right. So updated area plan. What else? Clark pre-design red lines. It's just oh. Hello again. Can you hear me?
Yes. Mhm.
All right. You want me to just show you real quick?
Sure.
I was writing up the assignment and ClickUp. Do you want me to go ahead and assign it to you? That way, if I don't, somebody might come in and take it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that.
Okie dokie. Do I still have it open?
That house was my biggest project so far, so I'm really excited about it.
It looks nice. And I'm guessing
Thank you.
you just submitted the final documents?
Mhm.
Nice. That means you get paid for it, right?
Yes, I have gotten paid for it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And yeah, a lot of strange stuff happening with that one. They had a contractor that specialized in removing and blood-bearing walls who also has their own engineering staff. And they gave them a quote, and I thought it was actually pretty reasonable, but they were like, that's way too pricey. So anyways, through a separate, conversation, the contractor reached out to me and wanted to send me some work. So I got really excited about that referral, and then, the clients were really happy with everything. So they're going to recommend the people as well. So that turned out really better than expected.
Great. That's awesome. Yeah, it's nice when contractors start referring you. So I was actually just thinking today, I've got to figure out. I've got one who asks for referral fees anytime he sends a project my way, and I don't know. I'm having a little heartburn about it. So we'll see what happens.
That's the concern I'm having now. It's like, oh, I just wrapped up a big project. Well, now what?
Yeah, what's on the horizon? Well, you let that contractor know that you're available for work now, but you might not be next week if he's got any other remodel projects. So anyway, all right. So there's 3 main models right now for Clark. There's an existing model which has just the existing house. There's the new only model, which is the one that has the documentation in it, and it's the only one really that should be updated with a new version if you want to do a versioning like a V6 or something like that. And then there's a site model. I'm going to open the site model real quick just to show you what's going on with that. So the site model has the property lines in it. It has the map image that I have is scaled the best to my ability. And it has the existing model loaded in and the new model loaded in. So if you want to play with the location of the new model, you want to do it in the site model. So you can rotate it around and move it wherever you need it to go. And then if you need to update it in the new model, do you know how to push coordinates out to a model?
Just the coordinates thing, and I think it's acquires your coordinates.
No, it'll be publish. From the site model, you want to publish coordinates to the new model.
Okay.
And then you can... sorry, go ahead.
It's the opposite in the model you want to bring it into.
Right. Well, you shouldn't have to. You just have to... It should automatically update when you do that.
Oh, okay. Yep, clear as mud. I got it.
And then the existing model, I'm not even going to open because there's nothing that we need to do in there unless you want to change that door. The new model is the only one that's going to have documentation in it. So we'll print all our documentation from that.
Okay.
I spent about 8 hours trying to figure out how to break this thing up because I was having such a hard time because I knew we were going to have to be moving this thing around, and I was like, how am I going to do this? And I was having flashbacks of TCU and what was that other project we worked on with what's her name? It was Oklahoma Central, wasn't it? Did you work on that project?
TCU was the only one I worked on.
TCU is one you worked on? Okay, yeah. Well, that one was bad enough.
But I think you also had the large Colorado one, I think.
So I was working on the Colorado one, but that didn't have any coordinate issues. We had the coordinate issues on the Central Oklahoma project because it was 5 buildings, I think, and they kept getting shifted around. So, and you know, they were all the same, but they all had small differences.
I
So,
remember.
how do you document that?
Crash course in design options.
Anyway. All right. Any questions about that? Does that all make sense?
I'm good.
All right. Well, let me know if you need anything else.
All right.
All right.
See ya.
Bye. All right. I've got to show my dad up on how to read a plan. Right. I actually think I'm going to take a break and go grab some dinner because I'm getting hungry. So appreciate you joining me for a bit. I'm going to hop on out of here, and hopefully I'll be back in an hour or so. We can wrap up a few things. Some red lines, maybe a permit set. Yeah. Till then, see you later.